This is TrampCast 41. Next up, the thank yous for the week. Now, my friend Ismo was just here in the chat earlier. Are you still here, Ismo? I got to thank my friend Ismo. When no one else was in the country to help me exchange some PayPal Monopoly money into real coin of the realm or notes of the realm, my friend Ismo came across. He wasn't in the area; he was a little way away. But I sent him the PayPal money, and he brought me the readies, the money. So thank you, my friend Ismo. Cheers, mate. Appreciate you. Love you, bud. We got to do beer sometime soon. It'll be my round soon, yeah? Okay. Here's one. Ronan B. If you remember last week, guys, I told you all about Anthony, and my friend Anthony had been a few times, and then that his son and a friend had been around last week. Well, the son, Ronan, came again. And we had quite a night. He came around maybe an hour after dark, so the flies had stopped. An hour before sunset and an hour after sunset, that 2 hour window, the mosquitoes and flies they really get bitey. Leave it a little bit later and they leave me alone. Not entirely, but mostly. So Ronan's friend had gone back to Ireland, and because they'd had, when they'd been booking their tickets separately, book them together next time, guys, but they'd booked them separately and they'd had some sort of mix up on the date. So his mate, might even have been his cousin, I think he said, Luke, and I got the name right. Hey Luke. Go, stop. I got the name right. Hey, Luke. Luke had gone home, and Ronan came round, and he brought gifts. He brought beer. Now, I think his initial intent was to bring beer for me, but in the end, we sat down and we drank it. Oh, we finished it. He brought beer, but then he gave me a gift. I think 3/4 of the way through the night, he asked if I listened to music, and I said, yeah, I do. But he gave me this big Bluetooth speaker, like a barrel-shaped Bluetooth speaker that also has a built-in radio. It just recharges from USB, micro USB, the more universal of them. Although USB-C is getting there, but for now, micro USB. But he gave me this, and Ronan, you left the sticker on, mate, the price sticker. Very naughty. You should not be spending that much on me, my friend. Especially without asking whether I already had something. I do have a beetle-shaped, a little speaker, but this thing's... Whoa. Thank you. We'll get to... I'll hold something back about this, because Ronan also did something else later in the week. MJM... Is that a C or a G? Sorry, I don't know if that's a dot on my screen or if that's a... That's a C, is it? Oh, my eyes, can you see? Hello. Everybody's welcome here. Okay, where am I? I'm talking about Ronan and how he came around and brought me beer and a speaker. He arrived, I said, about an hour after. Let's say he arrived at 9:30, somewhere around there. We sat out here a while after 2 o'clock drinking beer. Proper manly conversation. Men drinking beer in the open, out in the wilds of Torrevieja. It's not that wild, but you know. Don't spoil the imagery. Storytelling here, folks. I'm storytelling. Don't undermine me. But yeah, no, we had a good night. We had a very good night. And he was flying back the next day. And then I got this real surprise when I got this message from PayPal later. If you've been here a while and I say, that ain't cheap. Well, it's not that. It's double that. That ain't cheap. And that ain't cheap. 2 of those. 2 that ain't cheaps. Thank you, Ronan. You really did not have to do that, my friend. You really, really did not have to do that, young man. That's fantastic. I don't understand why a young man wants to spend time with a fucking tramp in a field. It was the most enjoyable night, and it reminded me of some of my younger days or younger evenings, younger nights, I guess. But thank you, greatly appreciated. All of it. The beer, the speaker, and the cash, the PayPal funny money. Thank you. Here's another thank you for the week. Bella, Belinda, Binny. She's got other names. I'm not going to list them all. There's one something like Fed Up Bin. You'll see. If you see a pink circle with white writing in it, doesn't matter what it says in the pink circle. That's her. General rule. Bella Belinda Binney, Fed Up Bin, the sponsor of the feast that I just went on a couple of days ago on Friday afternoon when I went and had my fish and chips. Guys, I'm homeless. I started in a field with a bedroll. Well, I started for 2 months in a park with less than a bedroll. I didn't even have the bedroll. The bedroll I developed over time. Then I came down to this field and I brought things and I got flooded out on day 1. And then on day 31, I got flooded a second time just to really ruin everything. And I've built up since then. I haven't built up. I've begged, borrowed, stole. Begged, borrowed, stole. I haven't stolen. That's not, I'm just using a phrase, but I don't think I've stolen. But I find things and I bring things and I make use of things. I'm a womble. I make use of the things everyday folk leave behind. Like the fan I found this week. We'll get to that. Stay for that. This 1 metre tall cylinder fan plugs into my EcoFlow and as soon as it goes off, I'm wet through with sweat. I turn it back on, I'm nice and dry, like almost instantly. But it falls over, it's bashed about, it's broken because I got it from a bin. It's not by a bin for no reason, is it? But I'm going off on tangents from tangents. Where was I? I was talking about young Ronan, I think. Talking about young Ronan and how it's nice to be helped by people. And then Bella and Belinda, all 4 or 5 of you. And my tweet is treat. I've been lusting after fish and chips at Tweeties for a couple of years now. Now, a couple of months ago, Anthony, Ronan's dad, we just talking about Ronan's dad, brought me fish and chips here, I think twice within a period of about a fortnight. And that's lovely, that's great, and you know, that's fantastic. Mainly because that doesn't cost me. But Bella, Belinda Binney, all 4 or 5 of them, they sent me some money 6, 8, 9 months ago, whenever it was, and said, go get yourself fish and chips, if you can. If you don't need the money elsewhere. She gave me some latitude. And I didn't go because it was my only money at the time. I didn't have the latitude. I found myself recently with a little bit of, because I just told Ismo, my friend Ismo came, he just brought me, when I exchange cash, I generally exchange 50. So I suddenly had 50 euros in my pocket and a debt to Belinda. If someone sends me money and earmarks it for a specific cause, we had this early on with a chap called Derek, I think. He sent me money and he said, get beer. So I did. And then people unsubscribed because I was drinking beer. I can't fucking win with some of you guys. But if somebody sends me a donation and a stipulation as to what to use it for example, I've had people give me 20 euro notes walking past. They give me money and they say, but not for beer, not for alcohol, not for vino. Fine, you know, I will honour the stipulation as closely as I can within my power. So Belinda sent me this money to buy the fish and chips however many months ago. I lose track. Maybe 9, maybe 10 months ago, I don't know. And then recently, maybe 2, 3 months ago, I can't remember, maybe 1 or 2 months ago, she sent me another lot of money. And I'm thinking, whoa, I'm sitting on 2 lots of money here from a lady who's told me to spend it on a specific thing. Maybe I should think about actually spending it on that thing. Tina girl, quiet. Oh, it's the lady from down the road. Morticia, as I nickname her. She'll kill me if she ever hears that I call her that. She's got the long dark hair down her back. Kind of pretty in a slightly older kind of way. I say slightly older, not as old as me, probably. I know. But a very nice lady. She in the past, she used to drop off bread and money. She'd leave she'd put some bread down, a baguette or 2, and maybe something to go on it, some cheese or hot dogs or something, and put 10 euros under a stone. But she's petrified of Tina. She's petrified of dogs. So it's always awkward to even get to talk to her. But nice lady. Been nice to me overall in my time here. Okay, Belinda, sponsor of the feast and my trip to Tweeties, and I did go to Tweeties. And if you stay till I recount the events of the week, I'll tell you all about it. It's currently flying out of, it's my best moving video at the minute. It's currently going out at about 20 views per hour on YouTube. I only released it this morning, the video of the day, with my new intro titles, which I've only used on 2 videos, and both have been copyright claimed by the music author, despite the fact that his music is available in an audio library with my video editor. So I'm not sure if my video editing software is lying about having licensed his software, or if there's just some miscommunication or something somewhere. I might have to find new audio. I was quite enjoying it. The one where, if you've watched it, the one where we cut between like about 20, they're the screenshots, the thumbnails from 20 videos. But it's got the audio track with the beat. And I timed most, not all, but I timed most of the transitions, the switching of the images to that beat, to that bass line. Some of the photos I'll do 2 or 3 time periods, you know, but some just and I thought it worked really well. I was really enjoying it until I got copyright claimed. Okay, on with the thank yous. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you. And folks, if you're in the UK, and this is only the UK, if you're in the UK and you're of the dress-wearing persuasion, handbags, necklaces, earrings, the accoutrements, she only delivers in the UK. But on the chip shop video, on the Tweeties video, there's a link to Belinda's eBay store. If you're of a dress-wearing persuasion. So yes, Scruff Dog. Maybe. Don't know if he's still here. He'll be back. He'll be back in chat in about 3 seconds if he is. But no, UK only, I'm afraid. What else have I got for you, folks? What else have I got for you? On the thank yous, on the thank yous. Oh, Patrick from Hungary. This is one, folks. I'm in my tent one lunchtime, maybe early afternoon. It's getting a bit hot and sweaty. And a guy shouts across from this little track from the road, like, hola, 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 señor, hello. And I come out, and you know, obviously the dog reacts and wants to go and eat somebody. Clown. The dog wants to go across and eat somebody, but the dog runs across, and I tell the guy that no, it's solo ruido. It's only noise. It's the bark's worse than the bite. Well, there is no bite so far. Except for that one policeman, apparently. Allegedly. I know nothing, but allegedly. But I'm going to guess he deserved it, given what they did to her. But Patrick from Hungary, this guy shouts across, and I start talking to him, and he says, do you want some ice? And he's got these cups, he's got ice, and he's got cups. Nothing to actually drink, but ice and cups. And then he says, do you want water? And I said, oh, always. So it's been a struggle to get enough here recently. Finding the right time of day when it's not too hot to bring it here. And he walked around down the path and across, and he parked on the cliff tops over that way. And he walked back 6 1.5 litre bottles, so brought me 9 litres of water. That was nice. 9 litres of water and some ice. Enough ice to keep the water cold for that day. All the water I was going to drink anyway. So that was good. Thank you, Patrick from Hungary. You're a credit to your nation, sir. Yeah, ice and water. Now, also this week, Tom arrived last weekend, wasn't it? I was waiting for him on Friday, and he arrived on Saturday. And this is when Ronan came. I was waiting for Tom, and Ronan and his friend Luke pulled up on their bike. Tom comes on a bike, so Tom had said, "Hey, expect me, maybe not Friday, maybe not Thursday, but maybe Friday." And I was waiting on Friday, had a bike pull up, expecting it to be Tom, and I came out and I'm like, "You're not Tom." It's these 2 young lads, 20 or thereabouts, 2021. But Tom came last Saturday, but then he came through the week, and he brought me some frozen watermelon and a bottle of frozen water. And later in the week he came and he brought me a hot chicken dinner. He went to the market, he got, I don't know whether he got half a chicken or full chicken, and gave me, and he went home, roasted some potatoes and heated up the chicken and brought it to me. That was nice. So thank you very much, Tom, if you're watching. Thank you, sir. And finally, what can I say? The ever-present, my friend Karen. Not a Karen, the Karen. But not in that way. Don't be like that. Karen and family. Karen and Co. is what they've asked me to kind of refer to them as. Karen and family. Karen came out on, I think it was Friday, obviously. Late on at night, busy the day they arrive. Straight away busy the next day. Karen's very much, if she's got something she needs to achieve, if she's come out here to achieve something, she's not going to wait a week and then try and achieve it and then wait and then have another week's holiday. She's going to get up the next morning and like, look, let's get this shit done. So she did. And then this morning was their first kind of, I guess, more relaxed day. So they came to me and brought me 4 8-litre bottles of water. That's 32 litres, that's going to go a long way. They brought me the cold beer that they were supposed to bring last... When I say supposed to, that means... Oh, God. That sounds like I think that they were under some kind of obligation to bring it. They brought me a crate of beer that they intended to bring me last time. As they were leaving the country last time, they brought me... they thought they'd brought me 3 crates of beer. 2 for storing and 1 that was already cold. They'd left one in either the fridge or the freezer. Turned off. But they looked at it and said, yeah, we'll get that at the end. And then they'd not done. So they've been back a couple of days. It's had time to get cold again. And they brought it round. Well, she told me last night that they were aiming to come around. She brought that this time, but she forgot a couple of other things that she said she was going to bring. But, Karen, family, thank you very much. Love you all. So yeah, that was this morning. So those are my thank yous for the week. Look, I know I've taken my time here, aren't I, guys? And maybe stretching this out a bit more. But Ismo, Ronan B, Belinda, Patrick of Hungary, Tom and Karen. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you all. I mean, Ronan. The beer, the radio speaker, and then the cash deposit into PayPal. You didn't have to do all that, mate. You didn't have to do all that. Okay, folks, those were the thank yous for this week. Join me on Sundays for TrampCast. It's the weekly look at the successes, the failures, the happenings in my life as a tramp, a homeless guy, a hobo, living in Torrevieja in Spain. It's at 5 o'clock Spanish time, Central European time. It's at 4 p.m. British Summer Time. And 10 a.m. US Central Time. Love to see you there, folks. Okay. Delta Mike, out.